We're going to get started in 2 minutes. Good evening. The City Council will convene on Thursday, November 10th to hold a regular meeting at 7:30 p.m. for the purpose of discussing any and all business via in-person and remote participation in accordance with Chapter 40A of the Massachusetts General Laws and Sections 20A, B, and C of the Acts of 2021, signed into law by Governor Baker on June 16, 2021. Alternative public access to this meeting shall be provided in the following manner. 1. This meeting is being televised live by Peabody Access Television on Cable Channel 9. 2. Real-time public comment during public hearings can be addressed to the Peabody City Council using Zoom virtual meeting software for remote access. Users may view the meeting and make comment or question to the chair via the audio option. Please visit www.peabody-ma.gov for Zoom information. This meeting is being taped by Peabody Access Television and is also being recorded by the City Council stenographer. Please rise for a moment of silence and the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You heard the motion from Councilor Gould for approval of record. All in favor? Any opposed? It's a vote. Okay. Moving on to item 4A, Councilor Gamache.
Yes, under suspension of the rules, I'd like to receive late communication 1 and item number 4A and grant, well, under suspension of rules, to receive
Even approve.
and approve the continuance of the permit till we have ample amount of information from all the boards that need to be given to us. So whatever date that may be, whether it be the December meeting or the meeting after, but I know that Conservation meets after our regular meeting in December, the only meeting we have, so it'll probably push it off till January. So move.
You heard the motion from Councilor Gamache. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all in favor? Any opposed? It's a vote. We have no reports of committee this evening. Moving on to item 6, motions, orders, and resolutions. Gould.
No motions, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Gould. Councilor Rosenau.
No motions this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Rosenau. Councilor Manny Martin.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Under suspension of the rules, motion to receive item 8D, communication from State Representative Sally Cairns regarding the follow-up to the Municipal Safety Committee meeting, and I want to just to accept with appreciation for her quick follow-up and thorough follow-through on reaching out to the town of Danvers to work with us on the issues of Route 114. So moved.
You heard the motion. All in favor? Any opposed? It's a vote. Councilor Manny Martin.
Thank you. No motion, but I just wanted to give a shout out to the Conservation Commission. Last night they met after many, many meetings regarding the Salem Country Club and the removal of hundreds of trees in that area, and they've been working very hard for a year on that, and at times it was very contentious, and it took a lot of their time, and they're just a conscientious group of volunteers that care not only about the community but the environment, and they've really put a lot of time and effort into it, and I know that they took a vote to issue some fines last evening. So I just wanted to really thank them for all their hard work. And I know that they're still monitoring the situation up there regarding the removal of the trees with Salem Country Club. So it is an ongoing issue. But I did want to commend them for all the work that they have done on the behalf of the city and the environment. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Counselor. Counselor Peach.
Thank you, Mr. President. Under suspension of the rules, move to receive item 8B and set up a public hearing.
Heard the motion. All in favor? Any opposed to the vote? Counselor Peach.
Thank you, Mr. President. Under suspension of the rules, move to receive item 8C and set up a public hearing.
Heard the motion from Counselor Peach. All in favor? Any opposed to the vote? Counselor Peach. Sorry, excuse me, Counselor McGinn.
Yeah, on the motion, through you to Council Peace, should we send that to the planning board as well? So,
So moved, yes.
It would also go, excuse me, it would go to ICD and the planning board per our previous process that we've done.
Sounds great.
All right. Thank you, Counselor Peach. All in favor? Any opposed to the vote? Counselor Peach.
Thank you, Mr. President. Under suspension of the rules, move to receive item 8C and refer to the committee of the whole.
80. Yep. Move to receive item 80. All in favor? Any opposed to the vote? Counselor Peach.
No further motions.
Thank you, Counselor Peach. Counselor Welton.
Thank you, Mr. President. Under suspension of the rules, move to receive and adopt. All papers being in order. Item 10B. So moved.
We'll do a roll call.
Councilors Gould.
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Manning Martin.
Yes.
Peach.
Yes.
Welton.
Yes.
O'Neill.
Yes.
McGinn.
yes.
Kamash. Turco.
Yes.
Daigle.
Yes.
Melville.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Counselor Welton.
Thank you, Mr. President. No further motions. However, I did want to just say thank you. Last night we had a community meeting at the Brown School to address a number of safety concerns for students heading to local elementary schools and also the middle school. Councilor Turco has been very helpful with this, as last night Councilor McGinn, Councilor Gould, Councilor Rozignol, Councilor Peach all attended, and I know I've had a number of conversations with many of the councilors as well, and also Chief Griffin, Chief Daly, and their teams were there as well. So I just want to thank all of the residents that participated and let them know that we're continuing to work with the mayor's office to address the number of safety concerns. But thank you all for your help with that. No further motions.
Thank you, Counselor Welton. Counselor O'Neill.
Thank you, Mr. President. No motions this evening.
Thank you, Counselor O'Neill. Counselor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. Under suspension of the rules, move to receive item 7A and refer to finance. So moved.
Heard the motion. All in favor? Any opposed to the vote? Counselor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. Under suspension of the rules, move to receive item 8A and set up a public hearing. So moved.
You heard the motion from Counselor McGinn. All in favor? Any opposed to the vote? Counselor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. Under suspension of the rules, move to receive item 10A and adopt as advertised. So moved. And on the motion, this is the bond order for the Welsh School. Incremental expense that was vetted at Finance and prior council meeting in an amount of $3,458,193. I'd request a roll call vote.
You heard the motion from Counselor McGinn. Counselor Manning Martin.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you to Councilor McGinn, given that this is regarding the Welsh School project, I'm prompted to ask if the issue with that humming or noise that folks thought it was Rousselot, and it appears that it may have been the exhaust fans at the Welsh School for pertaining to this ongoing project. Is that accurate? Have we ascertained that? Because I know it was really put out there that it was Rousselot, and it may not have been.
Yep. Maybe we could, Mr. President, act on the motion. I'm very happy to address Councilor Manning Martin's question you want me to do that now or after? So through you to Council Manning Martin, that was a negative pressure device, also fancy name for a fan, I guess. The update I got last night was that it was shut off by Consigli, the construction company that's doing the job. The timeline of when that was installed does not jive with when many of these noise complaints came in. So that doesn't say that it definitively wasn't a nuisance to some of the neighbors. It may have been. I went out there personally. I couldn't hear it from the area where the complaints came from. And definitely couldn't hear it from down Washington Street towards Colfax where other complaints came from. So, and I've talked to Russolo about this as well as the Board of Health, or not the Board of Health, excuse me, the Health Department, Director Cameron. So she is she's not necessarily attributing the noise complaints to that fan, although the fan in isolation is being addressed. So she's continuing to investigate. It may or may not be Russolo. It may be some other source of noise that's always been suspected. But the last word I got from Russolo is that they're continuing to investigate it as well. So hopefully that addresses your question.
It does, so that fan that was on at 3 a.m. is off? That the Welsh
The
School
information I
project?
got last night was from school committee member Griffin Dunn, who chairs the Welsh School Building Committee. She had been in touch with Consigli, and they had told her that they were going to shut the fan off last night. So that's the information I received. Whether or not it actually happened, I did not confirm that, but that's what I was told.
Thank you, and that's very recent communication, so I thank you very much for sharing it. Thank you.
So we have a motion on the floor. Any other discussion on the motion? Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Councilors Gould. Rossignol.
Yes.
Manning Martin.
Yes.
Peach.
Yes.
Welton.
Yes.
O'Neill.
Yes.
McGinn.
Yes.
Gamache. Turco.
Yes.
Daigle. Melville.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Councilor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. No further motions.
Councilor McGinn. Councilor Gamache.
Yes, at this time, under suspension rules, I'd like to go to item 9A. That's a transfer of a Class 2 motor vehicle license from LA Holding LLC, 29 Newbury Street. Move approval, all papers being in order.
The clerk states that we need to do a public hearing on that
Oh, we
one.
do on a transfer?
Yep.
Okay. So I will let's set up a public hearing for that.
You heard the motion from Councilor Gamache. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed to the vote?
Thank you.
Councilor Gamache.
No further motions.
Thank you, Councilor Gamache. Councilor Turco?
No motions, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilor Turco. Councilor Daigle.
No motions, Mr. President. I just would like to say in honor of Veterans Day, thank you to all the veterans for your service, and have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Daigle. And I would accept a motion to adjourn.
Moved.
All in favor? Any opposed? It's vote. We're adjourned.